Southern Saturday, I mean. I'm over here trying to speed up time already. You already know, on our lunch break, decided to hop on, see what everybody was getting themselves into. You know, was the talk of the town is going down, the word on the curve, you heard me. You already know here in Southern California is another beautiful sunny day. It's actually not as hot. It was hot earlier, right? But it actually cooled down already. So we have, just a beautiful, nice day today. Blue skies, nice breeze, sunny. What more can you want, right? But you already know, decided to hop on, chop it up with the people, see, what everybody was getting themselves into. And for those who are interested, I did drop a video on my other channel responding to the Cholo Juan and Hater World incident, right? That happened on his live between them, right? So I gave my response in a video. Now people were like, hey, where's the response at? Well, that was my response to that video. See, I could have came on here and gone back and forth with people, and then they were going to be like, this fool's lying, this fool's always defending the North, this fool's a Northern lover, and it's all lies, and he's yada, 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 right? And I could have came and been like, nah, bro, look here, woo, woo, and then, we're going to go back and forth, right? So, what better than, here, argue with the proof. Here's the proof. Now argue with it. You know what I'm saying? What's cracking like it, Mr. Batsa? What you getting yourself into, Ishi? Trump got hit by what looks like a paintball. Nah, it was a gunshot, but it just grazed them. Like, when it just passes and it grazed you. I've been grazed before. I've been grazed on my leg and on my arm. So, it's like it barely just gets you, slightly. If what's good, Mexicano 213. If Trump dies, people would still believe he's the president in his, even you can tell when they hit him because he kind of went like what the fuck, and then that's when he just went to the ground. So it wasn't like something that like knocked his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, that's how it is. Like when I got grazed in my arm, the same thing like that too. I was like, what the fuck? Like, and it felt like that. Like if I got like a sharp pain though, but not like, oh my god, like it's a gunshot, kind of like what the fuck, like that. And then another time on my leg too. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like those type of things. But he reacted just like how you do react, because that's exactly how I reacted as well. I was kind of like, what the fuck? I was tripping out. Because it wasn't like when I got grazed, it wasn't like we were having an altercation. Those fools were far away. I didn't even know that them fools were there. And neither me and the homies, because we're chilling, And then it's like I felt the sting and I heard the bang almost at the same time, right? So it's not like I heard a bang and then then I felt a sting, It happened like simultaneously. And then you just hear the bullets buzzing. When they get like really close, you can hear them. They go like, they make like a sound like that. And I was just like, what the fuck? And then, I can't finish the rest of the story. So yeah. Then other stuff happened. And yeah. Do you think all hell would break loose if Trump gets smoked? Nah. There'll be an outrage and an uproar, right? But not like fucking like Martin Luther King or some shit like that, right? Like I didn't have pull like that. It's just civil war. Nah, I don't think you'll get to the point of civil war, right? Because even though we are very divided as a country, we are not as divided as, like, let's say something to the magnitude of the Civil War, right? Those were different times and different ways of thinking compared to now, right? Um, people before, weren't people before didn't mind going to war. I mean, they mind, but I mean, it's like they were always ready to going to war compared to nowadays where people are kind of like nah, it's not to that level. They have more ration now than before. People are more civil. Even though people see all the chaos out there, we're still way better than how we were back then, though. Nah, trust me, bro. There's a lot of people that hate Donald Trump. There's a lot of people that don't like him, bro. Trust me. There's more people that don't like him than like him. You know what I mean? I mean, look, when he first became president, just look at it, when he was giving his his first speech and all that, the amount of people that was there was like the smallest in United States history out of all the presidents, bro. He had the smallest supporting, group there. Even though he said that it was large and there was all kinds of people, in reality, there's pictures, bro. It was the smallest. That's just the facts of things. People are gonna spin their narratives. That's why, see, I never come and just tell people like whatever. I always bring the proof because I know people are gonna want to argue and say whatever they're gonna say from their side. That's why I always just bring proof, and it's like, here, argue with this. Like in the video, I put out another one thing. If you want to call me a liar, here's the proof. Go argue with that. I'm not gonna waste my time. You look like you're Bruno's brother. He was on I know what the American Cholo. Bruno's, I don't know who that is. ¿Serio? Who's guapo like me? Pero pedo. Hi, how's it going? Good, how about yourself? Thoughts on work? Especially gente de Mexico. Right now, the state of, I don't know, man. We're just so divided right now. It's hard to say where people are really putting their fucking. Wait, I mean, I don't. Apple said I really don't vote, so I don't care. You should vote though, bro. It counts. I don't like Trump because he wants to remove DACA, TPS, wants to deport. Believe it or not, the most, immigrants that have ever been deported has been when Obama was in office. And those are the facts, bro. That's not a lie. That's not made up. More immigrants were deported when Obama was the president than any other president in the United States history. I swear. Those are facts. But the only reason why you didn't hear about it though is because the news wouldn't cover it and they didn't make a big deal about it. That's why people didn't know. I guarantee you, if they would have been reporting and putting it out there, these people would have had a different opinion back then. Because remember, Donald Trump kept the kids in cages. He kept the kids in cages. Donald Trump did not put the kids in cages. They were already in the cages, bro. You get what I mean? He kept them in the cages, but he didn't put them there. They were already there when he took office. They were already there in cages. That wasn't Donald Trump. And like I said, bro, you already know. I have no reason why to defend the individual. I don't like him. But at the same time, facts are facts, bro. You know what I mean? You can only come and tell the facts. Not to try to make him look good, but at the same time, we can't be out here lying. You know what I mean? Because the Vato has done a lot of bad things and said a lot of bad things. Those just happen not to be some of them. No. Like that was a piece of shit, but not for those reasons though. That actually wasn't him. It actually was something that was already in effect from the Bush administration. transitioning into the Obama. It started in the Bush administration and it finished in the Obama administration. So Obama knew about this and he still kept it for some strange reason. And then we could say that he had a lot on his plate, and there was a lot of things he had to go. I mean, the president's a hard job. You have a lot of shit to take care of, right? So, it's just difficult juggling it all, right? So, maybe it was something that he was going to eventually get to. Nah, but he ran for 2 terms, though. It's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say that. I mean, I don't know. Like, because we could say like he was gonna get to it, but he just didn't, But at the same time, he did run 2 terms though, so so it's like, hey, my boy, I could understand you didn't get to it on your first term, right? Pero hey, what happened right here? What happened in your term, motherfucker? I'm just saying. Because that's got you. Look, you can dislike the situation in the border and the whole thing with illegals and stuff like that. I understand, right? But at the same time, to keep kids caged up, it's not the way to go about things. You know what I mean? There's better ways of taking care of that kind of problem. That's just not one of them. Not so much about the whole, political, just the humanity of things, right? Just from the humanity sense of things, right? Like, not even politics or nothing like that. Just, on some real shit, like on some human shit, bro. Like, come on now. MS-13. Yeah, I know. Him saying that MS comes from those countries over here. MS starts here, bro. Their members are born here. They get in here in the United States, and then they get deported. It doesn't work the other way around. They don't come from over here to spread their gang. They come from they start from here, and then they go over there to spread their gang. It's the other way around, my guy. Don't get it twisted. You guys spread MS to those countries. Not those countries didn't spread MS over here. You guys spread MS over there. All right, so you guys are the ones that brought the gangs to those countries, not the other way around. Because barrios are United States made, not from those countries. Like Lost Brothers? Serio? Like his homie or his homie from his neighborhood? Trump is gay. He's not gay. He's an idiot, rude, narcissistic, grandiosus, for that matter, and sleazeball. In my personal opinion, a Chester. He's a lot of things, but gay's not one of them, though. That's how they get you for jury duty. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't get summoned for jury duty. If you have a record, they don't summons you. So, you don't have a record, my boy? Because I know if you have a clean record, they summons you, right? But if you have a record, they don't summons you. Trump is a living god. A living god? The god of what? Narcissus? Oh no, that's Narcissus. Huh? He's Narcissus' son that he had with his reflection. Okay, are you legal? Yes, I was actually born here, and so were my family. My grandparents are from Mexico. Have you tried crack before? Actually, yes, I have tried crack. I tried crack 2 times. I didn't like it. I tried almost every drug in the book, and I didn't like none of them. Coke was so-so, back then I didn't really mind it, right? But the other ones I really didn't like at all. Especially none of the fucking like shrooms, acid. I didn't like none of that shit. That shit was like, fuck that. I had a bad trip, and I was just like, nah. And I was never a smoker, so, I mean, I did it right, but it was never my thing. I really didn't like it. Alcohol was the only thing that, alcohol and sometimes Coke, were the things to do back then. Like, I really didn't like meth because I'm hyper as it is, and that just, it like, amped it up too much that I just didn't dig it. I didn't like the trip. Do you know who really? I don't know. JFK. The story in itself is so fucking twisted already, bro, that who fucking knows? The detectives, everybody that was investigating that case did a horrible job, bro. So, I mean, it was the first time them experiencing some shit like that. So, that's probably why it was so sloppy, But I don't know. That case took so many twists. It's not even funny. Trump is a fucking pussy. He's a rich boy that never struggled a day in his life. Soft ass. Yeah, facts. Facts. He was handed everything hand and foot. Yeah. He doesn't know what it is to actually really, grind and build stuff, right? He's not, financially intelligent or has a gift to bring, right? People, see, that's a problem nowadays, that people view somebody just because they have wealth, cars and big homes, that they're automatically, like intelligent and that they know what they're doing and that they give good advice. You know what I mean? Some people just happen to be, lucky at the right place at the right time. That's why all these people look up to all these celebrities and all these other individuals, and they believe everything that comes out of their mouth when they're liars and connivers, and in true reality don't know what they're talking about, but people believe them just because, look, they have a big home and they have money, so they must know what they're talking about. Is stupid to judge somebody based off of just materialistic things, because they're human just like anybody else, right? They didn't get more education than you did, right? So just like, you may not know some stuff, or you may be, you may have fallen for them too, bro. You know what I mean? So just because they say something doesn't make it true, because a lot of them individuals don't even know what's going on, right? Like when I'm talking about like celebrities and people like that. That's why Trump always comes on and gives all these crazy conspiracy theories, and people believe the shit that comes out of his mouth when he's easily manipulated by videos online just like anybody else. You know what I mean? Just because he has, money status doesn't mean that, he has more knowledge than you on certain things. It may seem like that, right? Because people think that money does bring you that kind of power, but it brings you influence, just not that kind of influence when we're talking about knowledge. Have people really sat down and listened to Elon Musk? Sit down to Elon, just go and watch interviews of them interviewing Elon Musk, and then tell me if he really is a genius after. See, people assume that he's a genius and that this guy's intelligent and everything, but just watch the interviews where they sit down and actually talk to the individual, and you'll be like, what the fuck? Like, I thought this fool was a genius. No, don't get it. Just because he has money and he's invested in good things doesn't mean he's smart, bro. He tricked some individuals, stole their idea, grabbed that money, and then, put it in something that ended up blowing up, and he got wealth. But when they ask him about his project, he doesn't even know anything about the shit that's going on. His team has to explain it for him. And he'll just be like, yeah, whatever they said. And it's like, what kind of an answer is that? We thought you were a genius, my guy. Like, nah, I just had the money to invest this shit. Basically, he was a cash cow. And people just assume that he's smart because of that. And many people have been like that, I know the killer It's that Mexican guy with the bald head. And man, let me tell you something. Mexicans are the type to be gang banging, shoot at other bald individuals and tagging and shit like that. That's what they're known for. They are not known for shooting at presidents, my guy. That's not the Mexican MO, my guy. You know what I mean? Their MO is like throwing gang signs, tagging, and shooting at other gang members. Not going after a president, bro. That is not in their agenda. Imagine rolling up to the hood and the plan of the day is to go shoot the president. People are gonna be like, "The fuck are you talking about, goofball?" Shit, you have homies that still think Bill Clinton is our president. They ain't giving a fuck about shit like that. Now, I'm not one to judge, but going on statistics and history, so not saying that this is facts. I'm not saying, this is how it is. But statistically wise, and going on past events like this, shooters normally turn out to be white, Caucasian, Anglo-Saxons. So, I mean, statistically wise. I mean, people are going to argue with the statistics, but they normally turn out to be white. Why? I don't know. Which leadership is better for countries? Presidency. Oh, no, none of those. No, president, yeah, right, because president still doesn't have, how it's structured. The president doesn't have he has power, but he doesn't have all that power, though. You know what I mean? He still has to, get Congress, the Senate to be on the same page before anything takes, place, right? So he has power, but at the same time, it's a very reckless and horrible idea to give just one individual all the power, though, because power does corrupt, man. It always does. Evidence, thousands of years of history. It's never a good idea to give all the power to just one individual. That is the worst thing you can do. History has shown us time and time and time. And don't think like just a few. No, we mean, there's been so many kings and dictators and all that. You know what I mean? So time, and not just, but we mean it all throughout the world. So it's not something that just influences parts of the world. No, it influences us, humans in general. Man, man doesn't know how to handle power. Man doesn't know how to handle, so much of a good thing. You get what I mean? Cocky and arrogant. Too much money makes you greedy. Too much of a good thing for man tends to fuck us over because we don't know how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Too much of a good thing is bad for humans. You gotta know how to balance yourself. I feel like there should be a limit of amount of money that somebody should be able to earn in life, but not by it being a law, but just by them willingly. Like, you know what? Nah, I get paid already a gang of money, and I already have everything that I could ever imagine. I'll take a pay. I won't, be so greedy and keep wanting more. I'll give my workers. I'll break them off with some. I'm still gonna be rich, right? Maybe not as rich as I could possibly be, but I'll still be rich. So I'm gonna help them out because they helped me get where I'm at. So I'm gonna break them off with a little something for them too. Like they should be able to want to do it willingly. But nah, we always have to be voting for shit and putting bills to stop these corporations from doing the greedy shit that they want to do. If it was really up to them, they would have us working for free, bro. And they wouldn't give a flying fuck. They don't give a fuck if people out there are eating. They only give a fuck about, and it's not even them because they already have more money than they know what to do with it, right? But they still want more and more and more. And don't want to give, the workers their fair share too. Like, bro, you're still gonna be rich though. Like, no, but I want to be super mega rich. What the fuck? That's just crazy. Like, you already have 9 homes, my guy, and you're still getting mad because they're asking for a raise, what they rightfully deserve. Fuck, dude. They should be grateful I gave them work. You should be grateful. Without them, you wouldn't have what you have now. Because last time we checked, you motherfuckers ain't the ones out there actually working. So y'all needed each other. Let's not be stupid now. But it's almost like they forget. Like, nah, they should be grateful that I'm giving them work. Like, bro, it's the teamwork that make your dreams work. Yes, without you, they wouldn't have a job. But without them, you wouldn't be where you're at. So, come on now. Nah, I don't like looking at it from that point of view. And that's a cool shit. Like they get hurt at work and you still gotta get lawyers and go through all this bullshit just to get them to pay your hospital bills, bro. When the bill in itself to them would be nothing, bro. And still they look for all these loopholes around it. And it's like, y'all some sick ass motherfuckers, bro. For real, for real. Like, shit, bro. Like, that's crazy, homie. Like, you already have, everything you could have dreamed of, bro, and you're over here still looking away how to screw your workers over, bro. That shit is fucking wild, homie. Like, how people get so greedy, bro, I don't even understand it. Like, what the fuck do you need 9 homes for? What do you need 60 cars for, bro? What do you need all that shit for, bro? Motherfuckers haven't even gone to that house, like, in years. Just to have it, just to say you have it, that's fucking... People out there don't even have where to live, homie. Fucking A. That shit is wild. And they see nothing wrong with that. He's just hating on my wealth. Like, I'm not mad that you have money and I'm where I'm at, bro. It's sad that you can't see, wanting to help another human. Just the humanity in you, bro. Like, not even on some business shit or some hating or money or pocket watching. Just on some humanity shit, bro. You know what I mean? That shit is wild. But it is what it is, All right, ladies and gentlemen. My lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.